So, today on Sasquatch Outdoors, we're going to talk about how I'm still so new to this. Oh my gosh, I sit down and rewatch my 2 videos I have up, and I really apologize, guys. I'm all over the place. I was feeling down a little bit in the last video, and I'm feeling a little bit better now. Still learning with this. I really am. This is a big learning curve for me. I mean, yeah, I've got my socials and everything, my social channels, but this is all new, like this part, the social interaction, as far as video form. I'm really trying, guys. I really am. But today I want to talk to you about things that you might want to take in the woods with you on any situation you go into the woods. 1, a hiking stick. Give me 1 second, I'll show you the one I've made. Now, I made this hiking stick. This is the one I've made myself. This came from a cherry tree. Well, actually, it is the tree. Now, we'll start from top to bottom on our hiking stick. At the top, we have a large amount of paracord. Because paracord has so many uses. It can help you make shelters, you can tie things up, you can even use the inner fibers to make yourself a fishing net. You can even use the inner fibers to make a trap. Now, another really cool thing about this hiking stick is I took the time up here where this lump is. I don't know if you can really see it, but this lump right here. And I put a small fishing kit in there that's wrapped in, I think, about 5 or 6 feet of electrical tape. The electrical tape too, as well. It can help you, repair a wound. If you have a small cut, you can take and put some moss over it, and then wrap it with that electrical tape. You don't want to keep the moss on there though for long periods of times, only because that's not really super clean. The electrical tape also can be used to hold things together just like your paracord can. And the electrical tape can also be used to waterproof things that you don't want any water getting in if you have a fresh roll of electrical tape. It's got to be a fresh roll, because use electrical tape, it's going to already have lost some of its stickiness, and so it may not be able to hold things together very well. Back to the fishing kit though. Inside the fishing kit, I have 4 sinkers, small ones, and 4 hooks, and I think about 25. Yeah, that was the measure. Yeah, the measurement was 25 feet of, I think it was, 5-pound test, no, 8-pound test fishing line. And I have that in there just in case of an actual survival situation where, oh my God, things hit the fan. I'm stuck in the woods. What do? I'll be able to do this to start, catching some fish so this big old gut of mine can still eat. Now, the second part of it, we have the feathers. The feathers, let's just be honest, they don't really have any use. But boy, they look cool. Third, we have this wonderful pattern here. Now, this pattern came out of some crafting supplies that was my mom's, but I didn't look at it as crafting. I looked at it as a survival thing. It's burlap style material, but it's like a burlap ribbon. And I took hot candle wax and put all over it. And so now it's like kind of, not so pliable as it was before. But I have this on there in that random situation. I really do get stuck in the woods. If I get stuck in the woods, I'm going to have my hiking stick with me, because this is one thing I always take into the woods. Always. Because it can make sure that I'm walking right, it can make sure it keeps my posture straight, and it can help me climb vertical hills that I could otherwise not be able to climb. Now, the burlap sack, I put it on here first because I was like, oh, that's cool, that'll look wonderful. Well, when I got the feeling, I'm like, man, I got a use for that. So I put hot candle wax into it. Now, the reason why I did that is so if I'm out in the woods sometime, I can take a small piece of this because it's all hot glued down. I can take a small piece of it, cut it off, hit it with a ferrocerium rod, or I could hit it with a lighter, and it will burn for a while. Or normally a lighter, you gotta sit there and hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it. Where you take a small piece of this and light it, that burlap material is going to catch pretty good, and then that candle wax is going to help it burn for a while. It's basically like a mobile candle. Now, we go down farther, and we see just open stick. Now, the reason why there is still this open stick is because it's where I'm going to put all my hiking badges. Now, right here, here, and here, you can't really see it because they faded away so much. But I have to redo it. These are, don't think too much on this, but these are like symbols of protection for me. I live a very unique life, and I look at symbols of nature and symbols of God. Yes, I'm a Christian. If that offends you in any way, I apologize, but I'm not going to change my beliefs for anyone. But the reason why I have them on there is because I feel more connected to myself and more connected to God and more connected to the earth. Because, this tree was created by the big man. I was created by the big man. These symbols were created by the big man. And it's my own thing. Now, second thing you want to take into the woods with you. If you got it. Which if you ain't got it, you're going to wish you did. You want a knife. Now this knife here is typically for, skinning. But this knife, boy, it's got some good uses. Because not only is it good for chopping, being able to go like this. It's really, really good for being able to whittle at small intervals, because you can take your finger and put it back here and you can just move it like that across the project. But another thing it's good for is, have you ever noticed that when you go into the woods, you got the right knife for just about any job other than skinning animals? That's what that's for. That's its main purpose anyways, is skinning an animal. Now, don't ask me to make, don't ask me, what design this is, because I have no idea. This knife, I did a trade with a cousin of mine for it, and I tried to look up stuff on it, and I couldn't find anything on it, but it's a very, very, very nice knife, and I love the finger hold in it. It really, really helps out a lot. Alright, third thing. You want to make sure you have a bottle of water. And if you plan on staying out there for a while, you might want to invest in a camel pack, or maybe a life straw. That's something you have to have, guys. You have to have water. Trust me. Most people don't think about there being inclines whenever they go into the woods. They don't think about, well, I might be in there a little longer than expected. They don't think about the simple things, like having a dry throat. You really want to make sure you try to cover these bases. So we'll start back right now. The hiking stick, the knife, and a bottle of water. Now, on top of that, which I don't have one sitting back here with me, didn't think of that. You're going to want to make sure you got a lighter. Now, a lighter, come on, speaks for itself. That is going to be your friend to start a fire. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. But now, if you are doing better than me, you'll know how to already use a ferro rod or a flint and steel pretty well. Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm still learning how to use a ferro rod. Still learning. I'm getting it. But that's my one kind of downfall at the moment. Now, the whole flint and steel thing, though, I'd love to learn how to do that. But boy, that just seems like it takes some patience. And let's be honest, guys, I'm lacking on the patience part. Now, if you have your hiking stick, your knife, your water, your water, and your lighter, there's only one other thing that you really should take into the woods with you. And it'll help with your energy and stuff like that. I can't have them because of past surgeries I've had, and I have diverticulitis, but seeds and nuts, they're good to help you, keep up your energy, especially when you're in the woods. They're a wonderful light snack, and they'll be good to help you go that extra mile. So, that's just the stuff you want to take on your basic trip into the woods. Now, that's not, for hiking. That's not for backpacking. That's not for exploring. Well, actually, that is for exploring. And another thing, if you know how to use it the right way, and you know your directions, and you know your location, and you don't have any self-service, it'd be smart to take a compass. I've noticed a lot of people talk about, oh, compass that, compass this, compass here, compass there, but you never see anyone using them. What the hell? So, yeah, I'm not going to stay on that compass topic too long, because I know the whole sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and all that, and everything, but what do you do when you're deep in the woods? I'm still learning about these things, guys. That's why I say, you can learn with me. But for now, I'm going to end it on this note that we're going to keep going, guys. And the videos might be confusing. They might be all over the place. But bear with me, because we will get our motion. And we will, 110% without a shadow of a doubt, we will learn something together. Sasquatch out, y'all.